Hi, I'm David Jerichotti, Editor-in-Chief of WealthManagement.com, a digital resource for Rep Magazine and Trust and Estates Magazine, coming to you from the Morningstar Conference in Chicago. Today I have with me John Rekenthaler, who is Vice President of Fund Research, okay?
Correct.
But more importantly, he is in charge of the methodology that Morningstar uses to rank funds. Let's just get right to the heart of the matter, and
Yep.
it's picking a fund manager. Well, I told you the other day that when PR people call me up and say, well, I want you to write about this 5-star fund, I say time to sell.
Yeah, well, it's not quite like that.
Just tease.
If you think about it, if the stars were predictive in that sense,
right,
then we'd really have something strong. If 5-star meant it's going to go down, and 1-star meant it's going to go up, we could just reverse the stars and we'd all get rich. It doesn't really work like that. We all know that expenses are predictive.
Right.
And in our system, 5-star funds tend to be lower cost, and 1-star tend to be higher cost. So there's a certain predictiveness associated with star ratings that are tied in with expenses. Mm-hmm. How much else is there? Well, one thing we do know is that low risk tends to stay lower risk, and high risk tends to stay higher risk. So our advice is whether it's low expense funds that tend to be lower risk for their type of asset class, and often lower turnover too, seems to be correlated with better performance. Those are key starting points.
Yeah, because that's one of the hardest things to do in the world is
see the future?
See the future. I mean, you've got propeller heads all over the place trying to figure this out.
But low cost, low risk for the asset class, and low turnover are good starting points. And of course, some things like stable management. As you know, we've started this new fund analyst ratings, which we're adding more qualitative assessments as well as quantitative items that traditionally have not been in the star rating, such as the length of the management tenure and so forth. And we'll see how that plays out. We're testing a lot of these things right now.
Well, you continually tweak your systems, don't you, to try to...
We do, but the star rating historically, we haven't put too much in there. It's basic risk and return relative to category. And we have other thoughts and insights about the corporate culture or the management's expertise. That does not go in the star rating. The star rating we try to keep pretty pure as a quantitative measure.
So the qualitative measure is the new, I guess it's a year old?
Yeah, it's about 9 months old, right? And it's metals, gold, silver, bronze,
gold, silver,
neutral,
bronze, and it's about stewardship, qualitative items such as the stewardship of the fund.
Yes, people, parent, process, performance, price. So there is cost and performance, but that's a minority.
Right.
Majority of it would be the people behind the fund and the process as we evaluate the investment process. Is there something sort of unique or value added that management seems to be able to offer?
Well, it's a tough thing to predict, but thank you for sitting down with me, and
absolutely, David.
Finally got you here.
Thank you for pronouncing my name correctly.
Oh, yes.
It rarely happens.
Well, Jerichotti, so I try to make sure I get other people's names right. David Jerichotti, WealthManagement.com, with John Rekenthaler, who runs Morningstar's methodology. Thank you.